Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Isa. Thanks for being here. And today we are going to do a pretty full glam tutorial on what I wore on my birthday, and it's going to be a lot of makeup. So please bear with me here. I'm not going to ramble. Today I'm going to use the new Dose of Colors. It's actually not that new, but it's new for, it's relatively new. Came out in the holidays, all over the holidays. Anyway, I just got my hands on it. It's the Sassy Sienna Dose of Colors palette. It is gorgeous, beautiful, beautiful. And I'm gonna do what I did on my birthday with this. And yeah, if you want to know how I do it, just keep on watching. Alright, so I've just tied my hair back a little. So I'm gonna start off with spraying my face with the Badescu facial spray with aloe, cucumber, and green tea. I love this. It really calms the skin before you put a bunch of makeup on it. It's very soothing. So I just let that dry. Okay, so then I'm going to go in with my Josie Maran Argan oil, and I'm just going to apply a few drops of that in my hand and press it on my face. Continue pressing that. Alright, so that is my base for how I prepare my skin before makeup. Now, today I'm going to use the foundation that I wore on my birthday, which is the NARS Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation by NARS in Barcelona. This is my go-to foundation right now, and you do need a bit, like a few pumps of this. Because we're doing a heavy eye look, I'm going to kind of sheer it out with my beauty blender and just apply the dots with my finger, and then I'm going to just blend it in with my beauty blender. I love this foundation. I know I use it in every video, but it's because I just love it so much. Good for all occasions, literally all occasions. You can sheer it out and just use one pump. You can build it up, do really full coverage. Okay, so I'm happy with that finish. Then I'm going to use my Colourpop concealer in medium. I love this stuff. It is really awesome. And I also put some on the tops of my eyelids. Blend that out with your beauty blender. So I'm gonna bake because I never do this, but because I'm doing a really heavy eye look, I actually just prefer to set my under eyes, then bake, because it actually just catches all the fallout and then you can wipe it off after. So I'm gonna take my brush and my RCMA powder and just set it first. Set my under eyes first. And on top of my eyelids as well. This is a Real Techniques sculpting brush. Okay, and then I'm going to take a lot of this powder. And literally apply it under my eyelids. This is a trick we did in makeup school, and it actually really is helpful because, sorry, a lot of people do their eye makeup first, which is fine, but I don't, and I never really do, especially on myself. I will on models, but on myself I just do this trick, and in makeup school we did this all the time, and it was just so easy. I'm gonna look crazy for a while, but it's gonna be worth it for sure. I am gonna do my brows though. So ever since my vacation, I've been using my brow gel first, and then going in with my pomade, and being really light-handed with my pomade because I feel like I was maybe using too much of it before. Anyway, going in with my Essence Make Me Brow, which is a very good brow gel. I highly recommend it. It's so inexpensive. Then with my Benefit Kabrow, and I don't really even wait till this is dry. Okay, my brows are on. Now I'm gonna go in with the Sassy Sienna palette. I'm so in love with this. I think it's absolutely beautiful. The one thing I'm going to do though before I go in with the palette is I'm going to take my Rimmell Stay Matte Powder and I'm just going to put one generous layer over my entire eyelid of this powder because it really helps blend out your eyeshadow when you do this. So I have hooded eyes, and this is a tutorial definitely for hooded eyes. This is the best technique to use when you do have hooded eyes. I learned this before makeup school, but this was reiterated to me in makeup school. It is the better technique to do when you have hooded eyes. And yeah, so I'm going to take a blending brush. This is a Morphe blending brush, M518, and I'm going to take the lightest color, which will be this pink color here. Now these are really pigmented, and I'm just going to blend out the general shape, what I always do. This is going to be the transition color. Then I'm taking a clean brush, blending that out, and back in. So we have that, okay? This is really, really easy, actually. This is not a complicated tutorial. Then I'm gonna take the brown there. I'm gonna skip this bright color here because it's not the color scheme I'm going for. And I'm gonna put quite a bit of this brown on my brush. I'm gonna go right under that pink and really pack that on. Don't worry about your lid. I'm gonna just keep blending out with a clean brush and then going back in with that brown. So then, this is a Sigma tapered blending brush. We're gonna take this mahogany brown right here. This is Brassy. Whoops, they have names. So I started with Oh So Sassy, then we went in with Foxy, and now I'm taking Brassy. And I'm going to apply that to my lid. So when you have hooded eyes, what you want to do is not necessarily create a shape you don't have. Because we don't have such crazy eye sockets here, it's much easier to do this, and I actually find it more flattering to do this technique, which is basically lightest to darkest, just going down, than trying to create a crease, because I can do that for sure. I do it a lot. I do create a crease, I do cut creases, I do a lot of stuff, but at the end of the day, I have hooded eyes, and this is definitely the technique that you want to try out at least a few times. When you put your eyes down, you're not trying to create a different shape that you don't have. And that's why I really like this technique. A bit of the two Brassy and Foxy, and go in my crease with that. Then I'm going to take a Morphe M432 brush, which is a flat liner brush, which is one of my favorite brushes. And we're going to take the color Stay Sassy, which is the darkest brown. Okay, and I'm going to really dip in there, and I'm going to just apply this to my lash line. I'm just patting it in. You can bring it out if you want, but right now, just to create that smoky effect. Then we take a blending brush, blend it out, reapply. Okay, so now that that is done, I'm going to wipe off my bake, and I'm just going to use any brush for this. And that basically just wipes out all the fallout with it. And we've got quite a bright under eye. I'm going to take that pink, the Oh So Sassy, and I'm just going to run that quite, whoa. See how bright these colors are? Okay, we're tapping off here. But I'm bringing that quite low. Just gonna clean that. Okay, so we've got that down. Then we're gonna take a smaller blending brush. This is a Morphe E36. And we're gonna take foxy and brassy. Now I know this is fiery makeup look, but this is kind of the tones I go for when I go really heavy. I would never go this heavy with like blacks or pinks. I always stick with oranges. And what I'm doing right now is I'm taking a clean brush and I'm just going over the edges because this is what really makes the bottom lash line so smoked out. And I also don't have bronzer or highlighter on, so I do look a bit bare on my face, but that's fine. We will fix that. So the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little bit of the Stay Sassy dark brown, and I'm going to take that flat liner brush and I'm just going to really gently push that on my water on my lash line. And then I'm going to take that brush again, the Morphe E36, which is one of my favorite brushes for underneath the eye. Blend that out. So what I'm going to do is put mascara on. I always need mascara to feel complete. So I'm going to do that with my Essence Lash Princess. You already know. It's the best. It's my favorite. And I'm just going to do a lot of that. And I'll be right back. Okay, so I have mascara on. And now I need to balance my face because I need bronzer. So I'm going to start with my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. I want to create a little bit of gradation before I just put a darker bronzer on. So I'm just going to apply one layer of this, which does give me color, just not very dark, which is fine. Just a bit down my nose. Then we're going to go in with the Marc Jacobs bronzer, which is pretty much the bronzer I've been using as like since I've gotten my tan, and I'm going to go in with that. It's more of a contour. For highlighter, I used the new, it's not new, it's just new to me, the Dose of Colors highlighter in Mirame. I have Fuego, but because I have a tan now, I wanted to get the darker one, so I did, and it's ridiculous. Are you ready for this? I don't think you're ready for this. Okay, I'm using a Morphe M510 brush, which is the one I use for highlighter. Oh my god, it's just such a nice, it's like a perfect reflex. It is a bit chunky, especially over powder. I think I prefer it over my Laguna liquid bronzer by NARS, but I still love it for the night vibes. Cupid's bow down in my inner corner, top of my brow bone. I like this highlighter because it's very wet looking. The blush that I used on my birthday was by Colourpop, and it is called Between the Sheets. This is more of a terracotta orangey base tone rather than a pinky rose. So I'm gonna use this, but I'm gonna use literally almost nothing. And I'm using a Morphe angled blush brush. Then for lips, I always go in with the same lip liner. This is the Essence lip liner in number 11 in the Nude. So I just use the Urban Decay All Nighter spray. I'm gonna fan that dry Okay, sorry, my lighting is a little bit funny because the lighting is going in and out outside. So I'm just going to finish up quick before I lose the light. But for lips, I just used my Essence lip liner, and then I'm going to use the Dose of Colors Over the Top gloss. Which, for a night out, you do have to reapply, but oh my gosh, it's so pretty. Once my spray is dry, I am going to use a little bit of my Rimmell Stay Matte Powder and just powder my smile lines, my forehead, and my chin. Okay guys, so that is it. That was my birthday makeup. This is what I did on the birthday, and I really, really loved it. I had a really good birthday, turned 25. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and please subscribe. I will be back with more content sooner than later. Yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video, and don't forget to subscribe. Bye!